Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So this could be the second video after the show day vlog, after the day in the life one. Here at the homie Ryder.
What's up, boys?
Yeah, most of y'all who follow me probably know who he is. We've been working out for a couple months. I've been posting on Instagram regularly. Been really trying to up the YouTube game recently. So a few days ago, me and him came out with an Instagram post asking for questions for a Q&A. And this is our first time doing this, and I got a ton of them. He got a good bit. So I'm going to upload the first half of the Q&A on my channel, what you're watching right now, and the second half is going to be on his channel. So I'm going to put his Instagram and YouTube links in the description so y'all can go watch the second half. But we're just going to jump straight into it, man. I got a ton of questions. I got like 150 comments on my Instagram post. Ryder got a bunch, but I did like a little poll for submitting questions, so I'm going to go through those first. But yeah, this is going to be the whole video, just a Q&A, so let's just jump right into it.
Get it?
Yeah, let's start with something simple. So energy drink tier list. This is pretty easy for me. Number 1 is White Monster. Number 2, Orange Dreamsicle Rain. And number 3 would be Cotton Candy Bang. What about you?
I would say definitely White Monster, number 1. If you haven't had a White Monster, I don't know what you're doing. Number 2 would be probably the Yellow 3D, the one that it tastes like Mountain Dew. And then my third one is the Orange 3D. So I like the 3Ds, but nothing tops the White Monster.
Yeah, 3Ds are good. They gave them out at Summer Shredding. I had the Cotton Candy one. That was super good, but I really want to try the Pina Colada.
Yeah.
Big fan of that, but I think it'd be good. Let's get into the Are You Natural? All right. This question has been asked so much on my Instagram, and it's a simple answer. Fitness with Luke. All right, Luke, big shout out to you. You submitted a ton of questions. So this guy's been following me since I had like 100 followers on Instagram. We were in an engagement group. Like I was, in those days, like I was in like 5 or 6 engagement groups. And first of all, don't recommend those. They're stupid and they mess with the YouTube algorithm or the Instagram algorithm. Don't do them, but shout out to you, Luke. He's got some other ones, but he says, are you natural or would you ever take steroids to put you in elite position for competing? No, I am not on steroids. I'm completely natural, and I say that with utmost confidence. I'm low-key like a hypochondriac, and my thing is like I couldn't take all the like side effects of them. And I don't know too much about them. It's just not the route that I want to go, especially with fitness. I get a lot of satisfaction out of being able to inspire others and show them through Instagram and YouTube, like social media, what I've been able to accomplish with the hard work that I put in. And yeah, if steroids are what you want to do, that's fine, but that's just personally not the route that I want to go on, and I don't see myself ever getting into it. If I'm going to compete, I'm going to do something that's tested, or I'm just going to do it natural. That's just not the way I want to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you're in fitness in general, I don't care who you are, you've at least looked into it, like just researched it, anything, because it is an interesting topic, and there are a lot of people on it. But I wouldn't want to do it. I'm natural too, and I wouldn't want to do it unless that I was competing and trying to get to like an elite stage. You got to have a goal with it. You don't want to like ruin your hormones, and I don't know. You want to have like a goal, and you want to have everything planned if you're going to go to that next level. But I do think I think it's important to kind of max out your natural potential, because you can, like, if you're just starting in a gym and then you already hop on gear and all, like I just think that's fucking stupid. Like, yeah, I think you should know what you're doing. Nutrition's the most important, so you want to get your nutrition and training down, and then if you decide to hop on to the next level, then go for it. But I think you should definitely have a certain goal in mind before you do.
Who's your biggest inspiration to start this journey of lifting? All right, so a lot of people don't know this, but I would say Dylan McKenna. He was the first YouTuber that I really figured out about the whole fitness industry. And it was like my freshman year of college. That summer, that was when I made my first like transformation. I lost 40 pounds. I was just getting into the YouTube game, just watching people, and he was the first guy I really like enjoyed watching as far as like vlogs, training stuff, dieting and all that. And I learned a ton from him. And another question on here is, who would you like to collab in the future with? And 100% Dylan McKenna. He's been like a huge inspiration to me. Shout out to the Power Effect. I'm in there. The Power Society is like a Facebook group I'm in.
That's where we met.
Yeah, that's actually where we met, and then that just led to Instagram. But definitely Dylan McKenna. Big shout out to you. I've talked to you a few times, and you're awesome, man.
Yeah, I would say my biggest inspiration would be one of them, Dylan McKenna. And like, I guess when I started lifting, I started watching Steve Cook, and I was like, man, this is kind of cool. Like, I would love to look like him one day. And just guys like David Lade, I grew up watching Christian Guzman, and that's kind of like what got me into lifting, and just watching their videos and then doing their workouts, and just constantly like watching more and more. And the more you watch, the more you learn, and like soaks in. And it's really a good way of learning. Like, if you're starting out lifting, I definitely recommend like watching these YouTube influencers, because that's what I did and that's what Eric did. And it's a good way to get motivated and get into it.
Yeah, the most amount of stuff I've learned about fitness has been through YouTube. Like, I've been kind of just in the game for years. I just recently started making videos, but for years I've been watching all these guys. So YouTube's such a good resource, and it's free. That's the coolest thing. What supplements do you take, and did you take on prep? Really short: creatine, HCl, just 1 serving a day, and then 1.5 to 2 scoops of whey protein at night with my protein shake. And pre-workout just about every day, but I'm taking like a little bit of a caffeine break because I'm addicted to coffee, so I don't take pre-workout. Well, since the show I've been taking pre-workout, but just those 2 supplements.
Yeah, I think the supplements, like, there's not a lot of supplements I recommend other than creatine, like either HCl or monohydrate. They both work, and I think a lot of people get like misunderstood with the supplements.
Yeah,
they're really not that important. Like, I don't drink protein powder. I may make it with like pancakes or waffles or something, but all I take is pre-workout and creatine, and because that's the only really studied and effective supplement.
Yeah, definitely recommend creatine, but supplements are exactly what they're called. They're supplements. They're not the answer to what you want in your physique. Like, it's not just a magic pill. Like, if you go get some creatine, you're not going to get huge. It supplements what your body already has in it. Like, your protein, you should be getting that from your diet, but if you're not getting it in regularly, have the scoop, have 2 scoops of protein to help you reach that goal. But let's move to the next one. So this is a big one that I've been asked, especially after the show. So what are your short-term and long-term plans for your career and future? So I'm a senior at Mercer University, and I'm studying accounting and finance. I graduate in May of next year, so 2021. And right now, I don't see myself really being successful taking that route, going to get a 9-to-5 and a job that I hate, right? 2 summers ago, after my sophomore year, I worked an internship. Great money, don't get me wrong, but I hated it. Every morning I woke up, and I just didn't have fun. The people I was surrounded with weren't like-minded as me, and it was just one of those basic, like, dress nice, like everything's formal type of environment. And I couldn't be myself, and I see myself being, I can see myself being expressed in fitness, and like, there's a huge entrepreneur in me, so when I graduate, I'm just gonna dive right into it. And here's the fly right here. Try to pursue fitness. There's I don't want to jinx anything, but there's definitely somewhere that I want to move out to, and just pursue fitness and do a lot of other things at once. But I got a lot of things in the works right now, but I'd rather, while I'm young, chase this passion and fail rather than never do it and and regret it when I'm older. When I'm 35, 40, I can't be doing what I'm doing now. So why not do it now while I have the passion and the energy than later in life? School, I'm gonna finish out school, but it's not like what I really want to do with accounting and finance. Yeah,
to kind of weigh in on that, I just graduated school too, and I started a job, and I've actually already quit it because coming into it, like, I was kind of chasing the money aspect, and I thought I would like the job too, and I just didn't, and it wasn't my passion. So I quit the job, and now I'm getting into something else, real estate, and I'm going to focus on fitness still. So whatever your passion is, like, chase it, even if you have to do it on the side. Like, if you have to make money, at least like try to do something on the side so you can end up veering off towards that route. But I do think that's an important aspect is do what you're passionate about and chase it and go for it.
Exactly, because if you're passionate about something, you're going to work so much harder for it than if you're just working a 9-to-5 to support yourself every day. You might half-ass that, but if you're doing what you love, that's great. Like, I would rather be broke, and me and Ryder agree on this. I'd rather be broke doing what I love and get by than be rich than hate the majority of my life. There's
plenty of rich people who are miserable.
Exactly.
It's not everything.
I value happiness so much more than money, and I've really realized that within the past year, especially through fitness. So I'm so excited to keep it going, and I'm excited for y'all to see what me and him accomplish in the future. This is another one that I got a lot. When and where are you going to compete again? I definitely want to compete next year, kind of around this time, like October, November, kind of around the same time as summer shredding. Like I graduate in May, and then once I get settled in life, wherever that may be, we'll see. I want to start prepping after I'm like stable and I've got everything under control. But I definitely want to do another show next year, probably an NPC show. But yeah, my main goal right now is just focusing on putting on a little bit more size. I like staying lean, but I feel a lot stronger in the gym. But it's going to take another year of putting on size. In summer shredding, I think my lacking points are my delts and my upper chest, so that's my main priority going through this next year. But I definitely want to compete again. It is such an awesome experience, and there's a lot for me to improve upon, like posing and putting on a little bit more size, like I said. But definitely next year around this time. Another huge question that I got, hardest part of prep. So we're at my house right now. So I live with 3 other roommates, and I love them. Shout out to Bo, Carson, and Chance if you're watching this. But so obviously with prep I had to eat super healthy, but I was around them all the time. You know, they were bringing in fast food, cooking up like delicious food, and I'd have to see it all the time. Like my roommate Bo would eat like cereal every morning with like chocolate milk in it, and it'd be so hard for me to look at it. And then my boy Chance, he would bring back like Zaxby's boneless chicken wings, which I love those, and I'd have to just watch him eat it. Then I'm over here with my styrofoam plate full of chicken and broccoli.
Trash chicken.
And that was the hardest part, man. It was just my living situation. If I was by myself, like in an apartment somewhere, I think it would have been a lot easier. But having all that food around you, especially in the kitchen, and just seeing your roommates eat it is so hard, man. Especially at night. That's when I would get so hungry. Up until about 5, I could control myself, but after 5 o'clock, that's when I would just get super, super hungry and the cravings would set in. But I'd say that's the hardest part of prep, man, just seeing all that. But it all comes down to discipline and keeping that vision in the back of your mind of what you want to do, not succumbing to, cheating every now and again. I didn't cheat once during prep, and I can say that with utmost confidence.
That's tough.
Yeah, did not cheat once for 3 months, and that's how I was able to succeed in it. Like, yeah, I got third, but my first show when I was 21, and I'm so satisfied with getting third. I definitely would have liked to get first, and I've learned what I need to improve upon, but it's a matter of keeping yourself under control and disciplining yourself in the kitchen. Yeah, you need to be working out doing your cardio, but if you're eating like shit, it's not going to work.
Can we answer that one? Yeah.
No, all right, shout out to Liam O'Reilly. So he says, yes, sir.
Hey, shout out to freaking the Australian boys.
Y'all are lit. I would love to collab with y'all in the future. Y'all are sick. He says, what motivated you to start working out? So for me, like, I kind of started working out in high school because of football, but really, like, when I got serious about it was when I figured out, like, I didn't like the way I looked in the mirror. I was about 240 pounds, and today I sit here at 180. And it's crazy. After my freshman year of college, I was eating like garbage. I was going, I had the unlimited meal plan, so I was eating like shit all the time, and I put on so much weight. And I looked at myself one day, it was May 4th, 2017, the day of my brother's graduation. And I was like, I do not like the way I look. So that's when I got really serious about training and dialing in my diet. I literally used Dylan McKenna's same diet that he used while he was cutting at the time. I like to bring him up again, but big shout out to you. But yeah, that was it. Just I wasn't satisfied with the way I looked, and then once I started seeing the results, that just kind of carried forward, and I've had a passion and love for it ever since.
Yeah, I would say sports definitely like got me into it too. Played baseball and football in high school, and that was a different style of training. It was more like, it wasn't a bodybuilding style. It was more like trying to put on mass, but it still got me into this kind of bodybuilding type lifestyle, and I just loved it ever since. But I think my biggest mistake in high school, the lifting was there, but the nutrition was garbage, and that is something that high school lacks with their student athletes.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that I do regret. So if you are in high school, I definitely recommend like taking nutrition. Like if you start out young and your nutrition is on point, and you're just year after year, like nutrition's there, like it's gonna make such a huge difference with your physique and your strength. But yeah, after that, I graduated and went into college and just kept lifting, and I don't know, I just kind of like got obsessed with lifting, and I just take it to the extreme, like as far as eating and lifting, like it's just a habit, and it's just an everyday consistency, and I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, same, and I can't stress enough like the importance of diet. I was working out like consistently since high school, but it wasn't until I fixed my diet that I really saw the results that I wanted. So if y'all have any questions about dieting, just hit me up on Instagram. I respond to almost all my DMs. I'd love to talk about it. What is your motivation and how has it evolved since you started your journey? Recently, my biggest motivation is what I was talking about before. I've been going so hard with fitness because I don't want to pursue that life of working a 9-to-5 with accounting and finance and hating my life. Like I also have like a fear of failing, so like that's why I've been grinding so hard. And I have this vision of the life that I want to live, and all I want to do is achieve it. So that's my big motivation right now, is because I graduate in May and then I'm on my own. Like I don't want to have my parents have to support me and whatnot. I've already decided that I'm not going to apply for a bunch of jobs. I'm just going to take the route that I want. And I have a plan to get there. I just don't want to jinx it yet and say everything I'm going to do. But actions speak louder than words, so I'm just going to grind my ass off till I get to that point. And my motivation's been at an all-time high, and I'm sure y'all can tell with the content coming out. But I'm just trying to keep it going, man.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like, I don't know, I'm motivated by like achieving that physique, and it doesn't come overnight. It's like a battle, like throughout your time lifting. It's like you're creating something, and I love that aspect of it. And another one of the things that I want to do in the future eventually is like I want to have my own facility. I want to have my own gym, and that's it's so hard like going down that path because it takes a lot of money. But I know one day like that's what I'm chasing, and I'm gonna get there. It's just a matter of grinding to it. Like, but that's my biggest motivation is having my own gym.
Sorry guys, I live like literally 100 yards from a fire station. Alright, we're good. Also, sorry if the mic's kind of bad. I have a Sony a6000 but no external microphone, so I'm going to get one soon.
We got to get a Rode if we're going to be freaking vloggers.
Yeah. I'm really trying to up the camera game. I've been saving a lot of money. I love the camera, but I do need like a better lens and microphone. Alright, we're going to do one more question and then we're going to move everything to Ryder's video. Alright, I'll answer this one. Sam Fitness 72 asks, how about the average calorie deficit throughout prep and if it ever varied? Yes, it definitely varied. So I did a 12-week prep with Shawley. So week 1 was pretty much about 2,600 calories. Then 1 week out was literally 1,700, 150 carbs. So it definitely tapered down while cardio went up. But as I was losing so much weight and so much fat, like it plateaued. So like the line went like this. Like at first I was losing a lot of weight, then it plateaued. And it took having 1,700 calories a day to get to that point. Like my body fat percentage is still really low because I'm still doing my cardio and whatnot. But like when I stepped on stage, it was the most conditioned and lean I've ever been in my life. I don't look the same today, but yeah, like that's what it took. But it kind of decreased week by week. Protein stayed at about 190 to 200. It started out at 200 and tapered down to 190. Fat stayed at or started at 55, went down to 40. Then carbs started at 260 and went all the way down to 150. And it was kind of just like a gradual progression. Me and Shawley checked in every Sunday and he'd give me my assignments. And then at the same time, cardio would increase about every 2 weeks. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I had a lot of fun doing this. It's fun talking to the camera. But we'll do these in the future, in a few weeks or months maybe. But yeah, we got a lot of plans in the works. I'm gonna tag Ryder's channel in the description so y'all can go see part 2.
Boy.
Yes sir, he's on the come up, man. He's about to start cutting soon.
Yeah, I need to get a little tubby.
Yeah, but we have something big planned for December. Not gonna say it yet, but yeah man, just be ready for the content. So much is coming. I have like 4 weeks of school left, so after that I'm just focusing solely on fitness. I'll be back here in January, but I got so much in the works and I can't wait to let it unfold. So Appreciate y'all watching. See y'all in part 2.
See you, boys.
Peace.